Turning now to Scott Walker. He needs to rework his resume. During a Q&A at CPAC, the Wisconsin governor told the crowd his union-busting skills are transferable to combating global terrorism.
I want a commander-in-chief who will do everything in their power to ensure that the threat from radical Islamic terrorists do not wash up on American soil. We will have someone who leads and ultimately will send a message not only that we will protect American soil, but do not take this upon freedom-loving people anywhere else in the world. We need a leader with that kind of confidence. If I can take on 100,000 protesters, I can do the same across the world.
Those 100,000 protesters he's talking about are working families in Wisconsin. Walker came up with a different ISIS analogy for Hannity.
They're like a virus in a computer that takes over your whole computer. If you don't weed it out, you're going to just be back at it again more and more.
Working families, a virus. The Wisconsin governor tried to backtrack on his union comments. He told reporters, "You will all misconstrue things the way you see it, but I think it's pretty clear. That's the closest thing I have in terms of handling a difficult situation. Not that there is any parallel between the two." End of quote. Back in his home state, Walker's push for a union-busting measure is gaining traction with his party. A public hearing on right to work was cut short by state Republicans. Now Walker is taking heat for his proposed budget. He wants to cut $300 million out of the state's public university system. This is a very specific bombshell, and there is a very specific bombshell in his budget proposal. It's known as Item 25, which states universities would no longer have to report the number of sexual assaults that take place on a campus to the Department of Justice. Joining me tonight on all of this, John Nichols, Washington correspondent of The Nation, and also with us tonight, Jean Ross, a registered nurse for 40 years and an elected leader of the National Nurses United. Well, Ms. Ross, let's go to you first if we can tonight. Are unions like militant groups?
Well, we have 185,000 registered nurses across the country. I don't know that they would call us like a militant army, but we certainly do stand up for ourselves, our patients, and the health of the country. If that makes us militant, then I guess we are.
Are you offended by those comments, and do you accept his analogy in any way?
No, of course I don't accept his analogy, and yes, it is very offensive. But you know, he's being quite honest, and unfortunately, he's not alone. People aren't used to us standing up for our rights anymore in this country. We've been trodden upon for so long, and when the decrease in union membership, some of which he's trying to increase, this is bound to happen. So it's very important that we be able to stand up, protest, and protect our rights.
All right. John, a DNC spokesman said this: if Scott Walker thinks that it's appropriate to compare working people speaking up for their rights to brutal terrorists, then he is even less qualified to be president than I thought he was. Your thoughts on that?
I've known Scott Walker for a very long time, and you know, I genuinely think that presidential politics has brought out the worst in the man, although the truth is that going back to 2011, you saw some incredibly belligerent and extreme statements.
Does he not have a compass on what to say or what plays?
He has said stuff like this before. His book, Unintimidated, was filled with, sort of bravado about, I didn't listen to those folks, I didn't let them push me around. Now, I don't understand how he can miss this basic reality. He's a political junkie. He watches all the news shows. He reads the papers. He has to know that the people who were out there in Wisconsin were nurses and librarians and teachers, children who had come with their parents, seniors who were worried about senior care, people with serious illnesses who had come because they were worried about Medicaid or Medicare, cutbacks or threats to Badger Care. And I want to emphasize, everybody thinks this was just a workers' demonstration. When you get up to 100, 150,000 people in Wisconsin, you have a broad panoply, small business owners, farmers. And for Scott Walker to casually suggest that taking them on gave him the experience to work on the global stage, I mean, if he thinks that's the experience he needs, then he ought to rethink who he is, and he also ought to study up a little bit on what the real threats are.